Morning, everybody. This is Mikael live from WHPR. We're there to service you 6 days a week from 10 to 7. You can give us a call directly at the store at 586-757 Diet. Again, it's 586-757-3438. The old number still works, 366 Diet. Okay. And if you ever want to set up one-on-one with me, you can give me a call on cell phone, 313-600-8532. Today, pull your coat, make you aware, share some information about this EMF, this electronic magnetic field that surrounds our planet, and the harmful effects that it has on everybody, on our food, and animals, and what we can do to help protect ourselves against it. Okay. We get a lot of it from just different sources. A lot of folks may suspect, well, we get it from our cell phones. Because the cell phone company is going to tell you, well, we did all these tests, and according to the standards that they set, is the electromagnetic field is real low and acceptable, and la 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 la. Who wants any electromagnetic fields? And folks say, well, what can I do to prevent it? There are things I ran across because I'm always studying, and I ran across this thing called the plug. And we have one at home, we have one at the office, and in 2 days, it protects your environment. And you can take your cell phone and put it on this plug, and in 5 minutes, the frequencies change in your cell phone, so it no longer emulates this like harmful electronic magnetic field. Actually, it started promoting healing. Okay, and we had a guy that used it. We shared that with him. He put it on his back because he had some aches and pains, and he kept it on there all night, and he woke up without the ache and pain. That is amazing. The plug doesn't light up or anything like that, but it works. Now, this is some tips from Dr. McCullough, some powerful and simple tips to help lower the electromagnetic risk. This electromagnetic health interview with Vicki Warren, the past executive director of an institute from Butte Biology and Ecology. You learn how to lower your risk of electromagnetic field exposure around your house. Warren discussed residential magnetism, static buildup, power charges, the field emanated by the wiring in your walls, power frequencies, magnetic fields, wireless communications, electronic smog, and radioactivity, and its byproduct, rayon. She reveals how she examined a house for EMF dangers and what you should avoid. You're guaranteed to learn more about these things you didn't know, improve your health and your sleep and your life. Now, this this is what some of the things that she suggests. The plug knocks all of that out. Let me go back. Let you know just how powerful the plug is. One discusses residential magnetism, static buildup, power charges, the field emanated by wiring in your walls, power frequency magnetic fields that come from cell towers and those power lines, wireless communication, electronic smog from your cell phones, your portable phones, um, this Wi-Fi that's all in the air, radio waves, the TV waves, all that's in the air. This smog, okay, the plug protects you against all of that. It's amazing. If you're a regular newspaper reader, You're probably aware of the risk that comes from your cell phones. This and other wireless devices, including cordless phones, are among the worst electronic magnetic field EMF offenders, but they are far from the only ones. Right now, we exist in an environment that has never before occurred in nature, one that is teeming with varying degrees and levels of electrical pollution or electrical smog. It started with the rollout of the electrical grids of a century ago, and now virtually everyone in the developed country is being bombarded with electrical frequencies from electronic devices. Electrical pollution interferes with your body's cells. EMF should be considered a harmful invader to your body, just like any other environmental toxin. It interferes with your health at the cellular level because you are actually an electrical being. You know, we know that when we walk across some rugs, we get this electrical buildup. When we touch somebody, we, they get shocked. Your body is a complex communication device with cells, tissues, organs, and organisms all talk to one another. At least at each of these levels, the communication includes fine-tuned bioelectric transmitters and receivers, which are tuned like tuning into a radio station. What happens when you expose a radio antenna to a significant amount of external noise? You get static from the noise. And that is what is happening to your body in today's electro smog environment. Two of the most well-known biological impacts from electrical smogs are the interpretation of your brain waves, leading to a behavior issue, and the interference with your body's communication systems, leading to abnormal neurological functions, such as dementia, chronic fatigue symptoms, and fibromyalgia. This lady, because this plug, once you put your cell phone or your tablet on the plug, in 5 minutes, the frequency from the plug is transferred to your cell phone, and it stays in your cell phone as long as you don't take the battery out, even if your cell phone is an old cell phone. This lady took that old cell phone, snuck it into her mother's pillow, and in a month's time, she swear the dementia that her mother was suffering from is less and less. This is just some testimonies we're getting from this use of this plug. Back to the problem. A cellular level, your cell membrane receptors, the brain of the cells, recognize electromagnetic fields at very low levels of exposure, producing a stress response similar to that produced by exposure to heavy metals or toxic chemicals. This can cause the cell membrane to go from an active or permeable state where it allows nutrients in and toxins out to an inactive state where the cell membrane is impedable, just sitting there loaded with toxins. They ain't doing nothing. It's like being constipated on the cellular level. During a normal day, your cells would change states thousands of times. But when under constant environmental stress, the membranes can be locked in an inactive state. This is often referred to as oxidative stress, as nutrients are unable to enter into the cells while toxins, free radicals are not allowed to leave. It is also real evidence that this inactive state can even have neurotoxin effects, meaning electrosmog is toxin by both damaging your DNA and preventing your body from repairing DNA, which can be the first steps to cancer, because if it's just toxins sitting there and not moving, they grow into cancer. For health, your body must be able to communicate with itself, that is, to be in harmony with the natural rhythms of the earth and all of life. The, the chaotic and unpredictable patterns from electro smog can create noise in your body and force your body out of harmony. Children, they recommend don't use cell phones. And people always putting children on cell phones. But I notice when I talk to my daughter and my grandchildren, she always have it on speakerphone, which is a good thing. You don't she doesn't have to do that anymore. You could get a plug it into your house, and once you plug your cell phone into any circuit in your house, in 5 minutes that frequency is transferred to that cell phone. Now that cell phones become beneficial to you. The six primary types of EMF. The static, in the interview with Nikki, he explained the primary EMF to check around your home. Static electrical fields. These are made of static electricity caused by ions released from synthetic materials in your home. Good morning, everybody. This is Mikhail. Pardon my timing, but we always like to give out good information. Just in case you didn't get the address, it's 3807 East 8 Mile Road, and that's between Ryan and DeQuinda, but some people say it's between Taco Bell and Long John Silver. And we're there to service you from 10 to 7, Monday through Saturday. And you can always give us a call at 313-366-DIET or directly at the store, 586-757-DIET. Or you can call me on the cell phone to set up a one-on-one if you like, or to give me some information. That would be 313-600-8532. Wanted to talk about one of the methods that I used back in '85 to get rid of my glasses, and it has worked. And and in doing the research, a lot of folks have heard of Bates method. It came out 100 years ago, and as one of my first books back in the '60s and '70s that I was reading about better eyesight without glasses, and even back then it was like impossible. And it's the same methods they talk about today. Is that once your eyes go bad, that's it. There's nothing else that can be done, and just continue to get glasses every year or so, and they continue to get thicker and thicker. It's like there's no improvement. Okay. Of course, there's money to be made. You keep getting those eye exams and keep getting the glasses, and glasses keep getting more expensive, and so do the examinations continue to get more expensive. The glasses end up being like a crutch, and but I always believed that I could live my life without glasses. Okay, and uh, it it just works, And one of the methods I used was getting the poisons out of my colon that pertaining to the eyes, which is one of the hardest areas to get to because it's in the what they call the ascending colon, which would be over here to the right, going up from the bend of your legs, going up to underneath your ribs. Well, in that area is a relationship to your eyes, and when you clean out that area, your eyes improve. It's like other areas in your body. which is one of the ones the easiest to get to, is like the prostrate in the uterus, is usually at the end of the colon. And the reason I'm saying easy to get to as far as doing the enemas or colonics. And getting the poisons out is so important. Um, and I really never got too much into focusing on the belief of it until I started reading Dr. McCullough's research, and we kind of found out that that is not only the key for improving your vision, but the key for all health conditions is your belief systems, the BS belief systems. If you believe you can do a thing, you end up doing it. If you believe you can't, you end up doing it. And they could say these methods that I have, run across and believed has worked. Okay. For me, it started off cleaning out the colon, cleaning out the area that affects the eyes. The other one, of course, wearing pinhole glasses, which was phenomenal. But it's what the Indians, from what our stories I've heard, that they would take their finger and make it real small so you look like a dot, and they could see like 200 miles. Well, I should say 2 miles. Okay. Um, and I think that from that method, once somebody got a hold of it, decided to make some glasses with a lot of pinholes in it, and instantly people's vision improved. And we do carry the pinholes at HealthWise, and every person that have used it, I should say every, the majority of people who have used it instantly could see better. And it didn't matter if they was nearsighted or farsighted. And because it was a way of exercising your eyes, it was a way of giving your eyes um, a choice to strengthen themselves, or kind of an interesting method, a way of relaxing. And that's I use those, and I use them on a continuous basis. I even got to the point where I could drive with them, which I do not recommend. Okay, driving with pinhole glasses. Um, Riding in the car with somebody with him and looking close and looking far away is a good exercise. Oh, yes, caller, you got a question or comment?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You saying you see better when you take them off or when you got them on?
Oh, as far as using your glasses,
Yeah.
um, now I'm saying is that um, the glasses are like a crutch, and they
I
are
mean the
meth.
pinhole glasses you're talking about.
No, the pinhole glasses. Oh, the pinhole glasses, you see instantly a lot better. Well, everybody, the majority of people who have used it, instantly see better. If they see things far away, they can see, they can read. It just takes a while to get used to looking through one hole, okay? And because there's so many holes. But if you concentrate on that one hole, after a while, those other holes like disappear.
So so you saying you see better when you're wearing them or you wear them for
Yes,
a while and take them off?
you see better while you're wearing them, and then when you take them off, your vision does improve based on, I should say, my experience with them. When I was wearing them on a continuous basis, I noticed my vision was improving.
How would they work
When
for
they were
reading, like
off.
reading newspapers?
Yeah, reading newspapers, reading menus, reading, signs, because they always, the methods that I've seen over the years, they always ask you to do exercise where you look up close and look far away, and look up close, look far away. That in itself is another exercise that actually strengthens your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I got some nearsighted. If I have trouble reading, I can see far away. But as far as reading things up close, I
yeah.
can't. The letters get blurry.
Well, we have some pinhole glasses that so far everybody who used it instantly can read.
All right. Thanks a lot, sir.
Yes, sir.
I know you don't want to give a price, do you?
Oh, well, they range anywhere from $10 to $20. Depends on the strength of the
Okay.
frame. Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Um, then, um, so I did that for like 5 years, from like '84 to uh, really probably longer than that. Now that I think about it, because it was in the '90s, so I was still wearing them in the '90s. Um, but okay, yes, caller, you got a question or comment? Hello,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, I'm doing great. Hope you are too.
I'm great. I had seen you at the Whole Foods, and I was telling you I'm appreciative of the wonderful things in terms of health that you bring. Do you remember?
Yes, I do remember you, and you encouraging me to keep on keeping on.
Yep. You know what is amazing? Just after we've seen each other, and we're talking about, embracing good health, I want people to know about sanitary health because I've seen a person in general, do something that can affect everyone's health. You know how people get ice water during the summer to definitely keep cool. You have them at the little ice stations, kind of like at the store. Can you imagine someone drinking out of their ice water and then dumping it where others have to drink out of, and then get angry because you have to tell the staff they need to clean that because that's unsanitary? Can you imagine that?
Well, sister, there's a lot of conditions that we could focus on. Imagination, and the show that I'm doing right now is on
Mhm.
improving our vision. Okay, and I like
Mhm.
to focus on that right now. Okay.
Amazing. Health is a wonderful thing. Can you tell me more on trace minerals and some of the benefits?
Okay. Did you want to hang up and I can give you a little explanation, and then I'm gonna go back to my topic. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right then. All right. Talk to you. Just listen in. Okay. Trace minerals, which is actually important for your vision, because all diseases or diseases is caused by a lack of trace minerals, and that's not just me saying it. There's doctors who've had 2 Nobel Peace Prizes, and he says that. Even the government says that vitamins are useless without minerals because vitamins regulate the minerals. And it's about 75, 77 different trace minerals. And we have those in our products at HealthWise. One of them, major ones that I love the most is, well, I love a bunch of them, but that's one of the ones I love. It's called the Ultimate Classic. And it's got heavy doses of vitamins and heavy doses of the trace minerals, over 19,000. You want to know more about that, just give me a call after the show at 313-600-8532. That's my cell number, and we could talk about that. But not till after the show and after I pay the bill. Okay? Okay, talk to you soon, sister. Nutrition plays a vital role for your vision. Okay? And this company, Jarwo Formulas, that I've been using for over 25 years, they have this product called Vision Optimizer. And every vitamin, every herb that we've used over the years to promote the nourishment in the body, to promote vision, or we thought it did, is in here. Okay. And like, the eye bright tea, which is hard to come across, and beta, um, bay, bilberry. Okay. Um, Lutein. Okay, it's just loaded with vitamins and minerals that people take, of course, with a meal, and suggest you take three a day. It's a month supply of taking three a day, and it's so important to get the nourishments into your body, and getting the nourishment for your eyes is extremely important. It's for all the different senses. Eyes is so important. It gives you your independence. He just gives you so many different benefits. The other method that I've used, I got from Wayne Rowland, the guy who developed the Civil Water program. And he told us to take the Civil Water, put in a little spray bottle, and you spray your eyes. You just blink real fast. You spray directly into your eyes, and not drops, he said, just a mist. That's all it takes. And consistently. So that's 2 or 3 times a day. And I remember the first time I did it, it's like, wow, things just cleared up so quickly. Because with all the methods of taking the nourishment and doing the eye exercises, and relaxing the eyes and using the pinholes, uh, the challenge I was still having was making deliveries at night, reading the addresses off of people's houses that didn't, of course, leave a light on. But once I started spraying, it just took me to the next threshold where I could start seeing those. It was amazing, and I still use it to this day. Um, and my eyes get tired if I'm like on a if I'm on a computer, or cell phone, or reading a book, okay, or just stress, from different conditions that is going on. I spray, and it's just the mist is just so calming and so relaxing, and that's one of the things that Dr. McCullough was talking about, is that stress, lowering the stress level improves your vision. And I had to agree with him from my experience, is that lowering the stress level, because if it's really a lot of things going on, multitasking and things like that, it affects my vision. But when I'm relaxed, it just seems like I can just see clear and see farther away. And driving is like a form of meditation, and like going on a road trip and things. And meditation is one of the greatest ways to relax, because you're listening to God. And like, meditation improve your vision? Yes. It has done for me, which is what I love to share with you. And I always encourage brothers and sisters that work the midnight shift, what they call the graveyard shift, to get a eye mask, or some pajamas bottoms to wrap around your eyes, so that if you open up your eyes, it's still complete darkness. while you're sleeping. And it's even good to do that if you sleeping regularly from 9 to 4 in the morning or 12 to 6 in the morning, whatever. I know I do it. And it's just give your eyes complete rest and complete darkness. Another method, which I see from Dr. McCullough and Dr. Bates, that I got from the Chinese, was this eye exercises, which we have at the store at HealthWise at 3807. Um, and then another one is cupping, where you cup your hands over your eyes, both of them, to the point if you open up your eyes, you still see it's complete darkness. It's so relaxing just doing that. And then there's a method you can do is while they're completely in darkness, you can look up, look down, look to the right, look to the left, and you can go. You do that each one of those 3 times, and then you go circular, counterclockwise, and circular clockwise. It's just a little exercises that has worked for me, which I love sharing with you. Of course, what I was studying today was Dr. Bates talked about this. This is his book. I don't know if you can see it. Nope, you can't. Anyway, it's better eyesight without glasses. It's interesting that you can't see that. Okay. I see. It's like looking through the book. Believe me, I do have a book in my hand, and it's called Better Eyesight Without Glasses by Dr. Bates. He came up with this method over 100 years ago, and he have improved people's visions, literally thousands of people's visions. Do you know that the powers that be got together and made it illegal in the state of New York to use his methods because it was threatening the optometrist, I guess, business? They made a law, a method that worked, and they made a law to make it illegal because it was working. And that was 100 years ago. It is still in force today in the state of New York. That's crazy. Um, it's just the methods and things that we are dealing with. Okay. Um, ooh, I encourage you to go to Dr. McCullough's website and check out this article he got. Help improve your vision with simple exercises. Okay. One of them is the cupping method. Um, but just to let you know, in today, the spinning door world of managing healthcare, it is no surprise that most doctors will simply prescribe glasses or even surgery right off the bat. And let's face it, they've been trained to treat vision that way, and they're not about to change overnight. 100 years, please. So if they tell you there's nothing else you can do and there's no other way to improve your eyesight, keep this in mind before you decide. Stronger eyeglasses do nothing to address the underlying root of vision health, nor do they protect your eyes from the ever continuing onslaught of free radical damage. That's why you almost never hear of anyone needing weaker glasses. A prescription for stronger glasses today is a prescription for yet even stronger ones down the road as more and more free radical damage to your eyes go unchecked. So that tells you whatever it takes to neutralize those free radicals is important. One of those is grapeseed extract. It's 50 times stronger than vitamin C and 20 times stronger than vitamin E, but it neutralizes free radicals. Okay, we have a whole Xanaton, have a whole list of nutrients that neutralize the free radicals, which has a direct effect on your vision. And doctors don't address the cause. The people at Java Formulas do. We've discussed on the show multiple ways of neutralizing free radicals. Um, it's such a long article, but one of the highlights is glasses don't compensate for variable vision. Okay, other pitfalls: the cost of glasses and the cost of eye doctor appointments. They are number two. They are considered unnatural and non-holistic remedies for your vision health. They send the wrong message to your body and into your mind. Number three, when using reading glasses, they can be constructed as socially embarrassing and send a social signs you are aging. And number four, they may cause your eye injury. A university study concluded an estimate 27,000 people end up in emergency rooms for injuries related to wearing glasses. If your children and if you have children, there's a growing consensus that your kids don't need glasses. Reclaim your eyesight naturally. This is a complete guide on how to do this. Um, Now, think of all the issues I mentioned above with your glasses and apply them to your kids. I would strongly advise you to exercise extreme caution before you impose glasses on your children. It really is tragic that when children are condemned to a lifetime of having to wear glasses because of all age group, they are ones who best respond to natural eye improvement strategies. A study conducted by the Angela Polytechnic University in Cambridge, England, found the very best intentions by ophthalmologists to correct short sightedness in a group of 94 children, in fact, made the children's vision worse. Another study published in Atta Ophthalmological Scandinavia in March of 2002, on page 125, showed in hunter-gathering populations, less than 2% of the children required glasses, unlike Europe or Asia populations that have up to 50% of children needing glasses. Do you know what they call this where I live at in Chicago? A clue. This is an astounding observation that can have a profound effect on your children's eye health. The study of 229 hunter gathering societies found that refined cereals and sugars were rarely, if ever, consumed these groups living in this traditional manner. But the moment they had Western contact, these foods rapidly became dietary staples, and the loss of the children's vision followed after that. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Tastes good, jack up your vision and your children's vision. Eating foods low in sugar and without an excess of grains, sugar, sodas, fruit juices could help keep their insulin levels in check. And the reason many children require glasses for vision correctness is due to increase in free insulin like growth factors. Sugar, sugar, sugar. And somebody say about the fruit juice, isn't that natural? When it's with the fruit, yes. But when you separate the fruit juice from the fruit, that is too much. Well, we talked about that one time before. Have your children checked by a specialist. It is very important to have your children vision examined by the appropriate professional, in this case, a pediatric ophthalmologist. Why do I recommend this? A university study conducted by Vanderbilt University School of Medicine and published in the Journal of American Association of Pediatric Ophthalmologists provides striking information. The study reports the following for children under the care of an eye professional. 1. Ophthalmologist prescribes glasses 35% of the time. Number 2. General ophthalmologist prescribes glasses 12% of the time. And number 3, pediatric ophthalmologist prescribes glasses only 2% of the time. The study clearly shows the importance of choosing the right professional eye doctor to examine your kids. Plus, the study concluded that ophthalmologists who usually treat adults may not have as much expertise with children. Remember, if you start your kids early with glasses, you will be starting their slow vision deterioration at a very young age. This is obviously an outcome no parents would want for their children. I used to hate my glasses. I would put them in my pocket because I was getting into a fight. I would get into fights, put them in my pocket so I can roll on the ground and break them so I wouldn't have to wear them. But, back then they had a method for doing that, for straightening me up, so we won't go into that. um, he even said avoid wasting your money on hard-earned cash on contacts. And laser treatment. And he got a whole list of why. And what about eye exercises, eye muscle strength? Okay, the key point here is relaxation. We talked about the exercises. I know there's methods that I use. He suggested relaxation, so you have a choice. Your mind is the source of all stress from the outside sources brought to bear upon your eyes. Even thoughts of efforts, every thought of efforts in your mind of whatever source transmute a motive impulse to your eyes. And every such impulse causes a devaluation from the normal in the shape of your eyeballs and lessen the sensitiveness of center of sight. It's just too much stress, stress, stress. Mess with your eyes. If you want to have perfect vision, therefore you must minimize stress in your mind. Mental strain of any kind always produce consciousness of unconsciousness, eye strain. And if the strain takes the form of an effort to see, an error of refraction is always produced. Mental strain may produce many different kinds of eye strains. While there are many types of strain, there's only one cure for all of them, namely relaxation. The health of your eye depends upon the blood and circulation and very large influence by your thoughts. When your thoughts are normal, that is, not intended by an excitement or strain, the circulation in your brain is normal and supply of blood to your optic nerve and your vision centers are normal and your vision is perfect. When your thoughts are abnormal, your circulation is disrupted, the supply of blood to your optic nerve and your visual centers is altered, and your vision is lowered. You, you can consciously think thoughts that disrupt your circulation and lower your vision power. You can also consciously think thoughts that will restore normal circulation and thereby improve not only all areas of refraction but many other abnormal conditions of your eyes. You cannot, by any amount of effort, make yourself see, but by learning to control your thoughts, you can accomplish that end indirectly. When a disturbing thought is replaced by one that relaxes you, your screening disappears. The double vision and the error of refractions are corrected. This is as true of abnormalities of long standing as of those produced voluntarily. It's just a strong case for relaxing. No matter how long your eyes have been impaired, an improvement is accomplished just as soon as you're able to secure mental control. The cause of any error with refraction of a squint or any other functional disruption of your eyes is simply a thought, a wrong thought. And improvement is as quickly as a thought that relaxes. This is just relaxing. In a fraction of a second, the highest degree of refraction error may be corrected. A squint may disappear, or the blindness may be relieved. If relaxation is only momentarily, the correction is momentarily. When it becomes permanent, the correction is permanent. This relaxation cannot, however, be obtained by any sort of effort. It is functional that you understand this. For so long as you think, consciously or unconsciously, that relief from your strain may be attained by another strain from your improvement will be delayed. This is why relaxing your eyes and addressing the stressors that contribute to stress are key to improving your recovery from vision. I don't know, it's a little deep, but it works. And not only for your eyes, but for your whole health. Tell you the truth. Um, It was one thing, and I wanted to say that he has before we get off the air. He said no sunglasses because there are benefits from your sun that help improve your vision. I mean, you can get you a hat or some, a binder that so the sun is showing not directly into your eyes. And then there's certain situations like where you may be driving and the sunset is directly into your eyes that way, or skiing, you going down the hill, you would definitely need some sunglasses. But the majority of the time is don't use sunglasses. A number two method he was talking about is if you get to the point where you feel you got to squeak, is another, other than doing that, is blink real fast. That helps to relax your eyes, just blinking. And a lot of times what you're trying to see, it becomes clear. Um, and sometimes when people get on a computer, they'll choose the large font. Well, challenge yourself and use a smaller font, okay, um, to help strengthen your eyes. Then the Bates method, okay, which he spent $2,000 to learn in California, but he gives that method away in his research, which we might be able to print out and have it at HealthWise. Um, Eating foods that's rich in lutein, spinach, spinach, broccoli, peas, zucchini. Getting foods is rich in omega-3. We mentioned about the pinhole glasses. Eating raw organic fertilized eggs because it's loaded with xanthan and lutein. Eating raw fruits and vegetables, especially the dark berries. And the biggest one is avoiding processed foods. Just thinking about that. Processed foods. It went through a process other than what God intended it to have. And then it's loaded with nitrates, nitrites, pesticides, and herbicides. And who knows what other chemicals. And it just has a negative effect on your health and your vision. So those I could say is some of the methods, some of the foods um, um, that I've used over the past 30 something years now that works. It really do. I mean, we are powerful beings, God's children, and believing in these methods is so key. Um, Back to the belief system. The more you believe in these methods, the better results you get. It's so ironic, but the reason they don't want you to believe in that because then you end up spending a whole lot of unnecessary money with them rather than things that you can do to relax and have a good time with your life. And it keeps you locked into the matrix, okay? But thinking independently, like even a lot of times just listening to this show, listening to the shows on WHPR is a sign that you're an independent thinker and you're not going to the beaten path. You're going to take the one less traveled. and you're open to checking out new things because the status quo is not working. People are constantly getting weaker eyes using this quo methods, programming, brainwashing. Okay, but we do what we can at HealthWise for that 1 hour a week. But if you stop by at 3807 East 8 Mile, we give you a lot of good information. We encourage you to take that information and share it with others because we changed the whole nation in the 60s without cell phones. It was a method of the drums, getting the word out. Is much more powerful then and even now. I believe, because results, they work. And our focus is on results. And a lot of times it's not traditional, but they work. And that's what we want folks is to get better vision, better health. And it just, it takes, I guess, a strong individual to go against what your mama, daddy, teacher, preachers, and told you. Because it was my parents that, you know, had me wearing glasses when is, 20 years later, I got rid of them. And it was people in my life that came to me that supported me to get rid of them. But it was the thought that I had as a child that I never liked him and I wanted to get rid of him and I never let that thought go away. I kind of like put that method in my vortex, in my treasure chest of things that I wanted. And I just didn't worry about how it was going to happen. I just believed that it would. And then people came to my life that guided me to just that. So I'm playing it forward. Let you know that if you want to get rid of your glasses, there's different methods and steps that you can take if you choose to. Those methods they shared with me and they worked. So come by HealthWise at 3807 East 8 Mile. We'll give you some information, but most importantly, we'll give you a hug. All right. Talk to you soon.